My topic sentence for today is mind your actions, someone is watching. What happened was a few weeks ago, um, this guy came talking to me. I barely know this guy. I know him. I don't think he even knows my name, but he just knows me, that guy from there, that family. I just visit that family. I don't even stay in that area. It's where my uncle stays. And he talks to me. He's like, what happened? You used to have fresh haircuts all the time, be clean. Car used to always be clean and all that. Like, what changed? What happened? And he started explaining to me that, hey, look, um, no matter what you're doing, you must consider that there's usually someone watching. Um, the little kids that are playing around here, some of them don't have father figures or role models or people to look up to, and because the society we come from is a society that a lot of fathers leave and a lot of brothers go and do bad things out there, and then kids are just stuck with no one to look up to. And now you were this person who people looked up to, like, okay, I want to be like this guy. This guy is clean, he's got his act right, he's going to school, he's doing things right. And now you sort of stopped, and now what are these kids going to look up to? Whom are they going to look up to? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it is your responsibility what people turn out to be or what happens to little kids. Let me reiterate that your only responsibility as a person is to do you. Your only responsibility is to be yourself, be the person you want to be, and to be happy. That is really what should be important to you. However, consider this. Parents these days talk a lot about, oh, kids these days do this, kids these days don't listen, kids these days are always on their phones, kids these days do this. They don't consider the 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 the, the impact or the whatever they added to us becoming the way we are. What have they taken away from us that we become the way we are? I mean, I'm not a psychologist or a professional in that field, but I can bet you now that if you do talk to a specialist or a professional in the field, they would say that a lot of what is happening today to the youth somewhat comes from what their parents have done in the past, what their parents have taught them, or and not teach them like, hey, do this literally, but by your actions we watch you and we copy. That's just how the human mind works. That's just how the animal mind works, by the way. Even in the animal kingdom, you see the mother cheetah goes hunting, or the mother lion goes hunting, and the little cubs sit and watch and they learn. That's just how learning happens. That's the best way to teach, just by watching and experiencing in a way. So what I'm saying is, I have to live my own life. I have to watch out for me. But everything that I do affects the future. Every decision that I make is for the future. No decision that you make is for the past. Don't get that wrong. Don't get that twisted. Everything that has happened in your past has happened. Whatever decision you make now is only going to affect your future. If you eat now, you're going to be fine for the next few days. Whatever has happened in the past, whether you've been hungry, you've eaten, whatever you've eaten, or you have not been eating, it doesn't matter anymore. As of this point, whatever decision you make now is for the future. So if you're making a decision for your future, you're not going to be living in the future alone. The kids from your neighborhood are going to be in that future. So what impact are you going to have on them? How much of an influence are you going to have on them? And not just the kids from your neighborhood, but also your little brothers, your little sisters. I mean, I only realized now after this guy told me about this that, hey, actually, by the time when I used to do these haircuts, my little brother, my brother back home, really started being into wanting to do his haircut neat, and his mother always complained about him not combing his hair and whatever, but then after seeing me do it, he wanted to be neat and wanted to do haircuts and look good. And I realize now that that's a positive impact that I had on the kid. Now when I'm doing this sort of looking like a homeless person, no one aspires to be a homeless person. They start wondering, like, okay, what's happening to him now? Who do I look up to now? What? and they start being confused, and then they start doing things that we don't understand, and we start blaming them, while in fact, in some way, possibly, we are the ones that affected the way that they've become. We are the ones that are shaping whom they become or who they unbecome, whatever. But if I haven't made my point yet, what I'm trying to say is be careful what you do, especially around little kids, especially around people who have the potential to look up to you, whether it be your little sister or the kid from down the road or whatever. People are watching, people are learning from us, just as we somewhat learn from older people than we are. People are watching, people are learning. That's why we see a lot of kids in high school now. They're doing stuff that to us back then seemed crazy. It's because they're seeing this stuff on Facebook that we are doing when we get to varsity, and they're thinking, oh flip, this is life, this is the way we're supposed to live. And then we start judging them, while in fact we are the ones, actually teaching them those ways. And I'm not saying anyone in particular, but as a whole, we may be just sort of like sending out the wrong message that the world is receiving, and therefore shaping the world in a different direction altogether. So, yeah, man, just be an example. Um, Again, if it is what makes you happy, because I mean, I guess I don't think anyone really wants to be like, yeah, you know what, I just want to go around and doing bad stuff and just screwing up and just being a nuisance and just and now everyone should copy. I'm pretty much sure that everyone feels good about the things that they want to do. They feel like, you know what, I feel like more people should do the things that I'm about to do. But just be careful about the decisions that you make. That, hey, if I saw my sister do this, if I saw my brother do this, if I saw my uncle, my father, my grandma, somebody do this when I was younger, how would I have reacted to this? And it's not an easy question to answer, but I think it is an important question to ask, and therefore make decisions based on. And I pledge as of now to always try and look better, so that at least the kids who see me, if they do even see me, I mean, I don't even know, maybe this guy's just talking crap, but I do believe from my my own siblings that people were watching. I want them to have good content as of now. I want to have a good, positive impact on their lives, at least in the self-care department of how you take care of yourself and how you look as a person, how you present yourself as a person, as a human being, to your family, how you respect people, how you talk to people, how you look, how you present yourself, everything. I pledge to be a better example. I shall see you, oh, well, you'll see me later. Whatever. Enjoy your day.